Hey, my fellow masters, and Happy New Year. It's your boy, the Salty Weeb, and yeah, today we'll be doing a little something different. Since we got churros, I posted like my showcase for my account over the past 3 years here in FGO. So, hey, why don't I show everyone what my account's been up to? Excuse me, for the past year, for last year, and yeah, a little bit of this year. So yeah, without further ado, let's get right onto it. Now, for where we're starting off here, it's during the anniversary. Last year Castoria came out. Oh wait, no, not Castoria. Sorry, my bad. It was what was her name? Ryder Vinci. Yeah, sorry about that. The memory slipped. Now, yep, we're that was the last place where I stopped in my last video because that's where my roll stopped. And yeah, it actually stopped at summer. Now, during my last video, I stopped here at Summer Okita because she was the last one I got. Now, moving forward, the next servant I got was Kintoki Zerker here. That was funny, It was the back to school campaign, I believe. Though the Murasaki, Summer Raiko, and Kintoki here. So what happened was I got off work. I was exhausted. Went to just lie down for a bit in one of the quarters there. Then it's hey, it's Murasaki, and tits. So yeah, why not roll for her? So yeah, went ahead and rolled for her. Bam, Golden Boy showed up. Just a 3-roll. I was just going YOLO. Just thought hey, why don't I just try and see what I get here? I mean, I did get pretty lucky in the last event, so I guess I pressed my luck a bit too far, but hey, look at Kintoki here in his Heian warrior attire. Man, he looks great. So yeah, there you go. I'm just really glad I got Kintoki. He's really good so far. Okay. Oh, speaking of Kintoki, on the same banner, I was hey, why don't we try for Murasaki again, because I did get a few quartz, and yeah, got Artemis. Now, yeah, everybody's ew, yuck, Artemis, blah. But I'll get to why she's a good thing in a bit. I'll get to that in a bit. So yeah, an Artemis smoke during Murasaki banner and Kintoki. So pretty good, 2 5-stars, not bad, right? Okay, and here was the debut for Saber Wars 2. Yeah, I did get Calamity Jane. Wait, here we go. Where's her NP? Yeah, there it is. Yeah, it's NP5 because I went ahead and rolled on the Saber Wars banner, tried to NP2 my Space Star, but got nothing. Alas. She's still good though, still serviceable. And of course, Space Star herself. Now, excuse me first for the crappy Ascension. I thought I'd go with the bounty hunter thing, Cowboy Bebop and all. Anyway, for Space Star here, how I got her was pretty interesting. I was pretty desperate. I nothing else, no other quartz, no more tickets, but I got my weekly ticket, and I was getting my haircut, and I was hey, why don't we roll again and see what we got? Because when I rolled on the Saber Wars banner before, I got a Suzuka Ghost and Spook on the gold ring. I was ugh, not good. Now, when I was getting my haircut, it was another gold ring. Well, I used my weekly ticket, and Space Star came out. I was really happy. I almost screamed, but I had to stifle my excitement because she's actually my first 5-star Avenger, so I'm really happy with that. Still working on ways to get her to loop, but yeah, overall she's great. She's Rin. What else do I need to say? Alright, now next was the... Oh, here's a great one. The Olympus... yeah, the Olympus banner. Yeah, I got my first Commander Cardo, as you can see, but the highlight of it all, good old Chatarayan. Yeah, now, this is the weird thing too. When the banner dropped, I was still on night shift, so I went out to have my break, and I was hey, why don't I go ahead and roll? I had a couple of quartz. I was going down from an elevator, and I was just skip rolling. Then I got a rainbow roll. Then this guy showed up. It was a good thing no one was there in the elevator. I was whoa, I got him. And yeah, ever since, this guy's been serving me well. Level 100. I didn't really use him too much for any other quests, but I tend to bring him out every now and then. But yeah, Super Orion, man. They get really good. Okay, and of course, it was the pick up 2 banner for Atlantis. Excuse me. Olympus. Atlantis. Excuse me. Yeah. Wait, yeah, it was Atlantis. My bad. It was Atlantis. Ugh. Got my Lost Belts mixed up. Anyway, here we go. We got Astrea. Now, what's interesting here was actually I actually got her on my birthday. Take a look at that. NP3. Actually, on my birthday, I got like an NP2 spook. I forgot where I got the 3rd Astrea. But regardless, oh, wait a sec. I think it was... I forgot. But yeah, I just got the 3rd Astrea, now she's NP3. And yeah, ever since her buff to like her NP now being able to, you know, pierce invincibility, yeah, hella good. Really good. I just need to bring her out more though, sadly. Oh, okay, and of course we have the Christmas banner, and look who decided to show up. Now what's funny is, for my Christmas banner then, I mean, I played this event during JP, the first time I debuted, Nightingale's Christmas, and I wasn't expecting to get Astolfo at all. I was just like, oh, Shvataman, man, he's cool. So yeah, I tried to go for him because, you know, my luck was pretty bad then. I was still new with my JP account then, and I rolled, and I got him in like a couple of quarts, not even a ticket. And for Astolfo here, my NA account, yeah, just a couple of rolls. I was honestly just trying to get the CEs to make the farming easier. Yeah, it was a lotto, but I wanted to like just clear out the shop, and I was like kind of low on apples, I think, when it was here. So I just went ahead and rolled, and bam, got Astolfo. I was pretty happy. Yeah, you know, memes and all. Of course, you got Nightingale, or Welfare, and Ashvathaman here, yeah. Ashvathaman. Ash, let's call him Ash. Yeah, I just got him on the YOLO because I didn't get him at all during the first time I rolled for Astolfo. I mean, you think I'd actually get the 4-star rate up, but sometimes they're even harder to get than the said 5-star. Well, that's what some players say, but I had a hard time getting Ash here, but you know, he's story locked, and just best to get him when you can. And I kind of failed on him during the Arjuna Altar banner the first time. I got a Neo Chris there, so that kind of sucked. But yeah, glad to have him aboard. He's okay, but his skills, I still need to work on it. Damn stakes. Anyway, okay, so now we're moving on to the new year. Now, for this year, this is when Yang Guifei, she first debuted. I think I spelled about like 400 quartz for her, but yeah, look who came out. The OG Rider Boy himself, Astolfo. Now what's funny is, yeah, this is the first time I ever got Astolfo. He's NP3. I got him to NP3 actually during, what was that campaign again? It was like Valentine's. I just tried to roll for Lancer Artoria, the original one. But just ended up getting NB2 of this guy, so he's okay. Yeah, memes and all. Oh, now here's a really good event for me. So during the Valentine's event, during Say's Shonagon's debut, so I got my first Atlanta Altar. I just got her in P2 recently, so that's pretty good. And of course, got Jolene Cujo herself, or Say Shonagon. Yeah, I know, people might not like her, but I like her. She's serviceable. I put her to good use, not exactly for the memes, but yeah, it's just fun using her. I love her voice actress, I love her hyper personality. Yeah, I just like Say overall, so I'm glad I got her. And she's like a freaking Nintendo Switch. Nah, just kidding, that joke's old. But yeah, overall, I just really like Say. Okay, moving on, we have, yeah, the, this isn't too much of a highlight, but the GNC event, the Odysseus. So yeah, I got my first Columbus. I think he's MP5 if memory serves. Hang on. Oh, MP4. Okay. Yeah, he's just MP4. I was actually hoping to get a co-caster during this event, but just ended up with this bozo. He's still funny. He's still funny to use. And you know what the funny thing was? I was gunning for Cersei during the banner. I mean, she was on raid upright, and this is why I was saying the 4 stars are a bit harder to get than the 5-star, and, you know, Odysseus came out. Gundam Pilot. Mecha Pilot came out. But yeah, he's so far so good. I enjoy using Odysseus every now and then. Sometimes I use it in farm doors, but the Vinci Rider actually hasn't trumped there, sadly. But yeah, I just use Odysseus every now and then, so his bond isn't so high, but still a fun character nonetheless. Okay, and the next was... oh yeah, the Apocrypha banner. I believe this is the rerun where we could get Sieg again. Yeah, I just tried to roll for the heck of it. Want to try to get Vlad. But just got my first Atalante. I think she's at P2 already. Yeah, at P2. So yeah, didn't really get the pleasure of using her during her debut when she was still new, but better late than never, right? And sorry Hayami, man, come on. Okay, and here's a real painful one. Now that all the fans of Janako, I'm not throwing any shade there, but this was during the download campaign with Musashi and the really great banners there. Shisho, Gilgamesh, Bryn, and all that. I was looking for Jalter too. I think I spent about 300-400 quartz as well, but got absolutely nothing but good old Janako here. Now, I'm not gonna lie, I haven't been really using her that much. I saw, I think it was Hanako Green who actually used Janako against the Guildfest challenge, the one with John, Nobu, and Jaguar Warrior. Yeah, whoever that YouTuber was used Janako to beat them, so I couldn't do it then, and I don't think I will. But yeah, just got Janako as a wall, so if I come across any Avengers need punishing, yeah, get Janako right here to block all incoming attacks. Okay, speaking of the download campaign, yeah, for my 5-star ticket pick, I got Anastasia, because actually during the what was it, the download campaign back then, when they had Lanling, Lin Sheng, the Lancer, Chinese Lancer chick, Napoleon, and Anastasia. I was actually trying to roll for Anastasia to get her because she was absolutely adorable. And but yeah, absolutely failed. Got NP3 of the 2 4 stars in that banner. Yeah, pretty disappointed. But hey, decided to pick her. Even graded level 100 for the heck of it, because maybe waste to let that double XP go. Yeah, every now and then I use Anastasia, but Sieg seems to be the much better farmer. But still, Grail for love, and this game is pretty much for love, for waifu love, right? So there we go. Okay, and of course we had the Fate Requiem banner that came right after. Yeah, but I did try to go for Voyager too, because I failed with Yang Gui Fei. Wanted to see if I get myself a foreigner, but yeah, just got myself a lovely Dino waifu. It was an Oni, by the way. Yeah, there we go. Let me show you she's in P2. Truth be told, I haven't been really using her that much. I don't really see any situations to reuse Kijo here. Kijo Koya. Yeah, she hasn't been seeing much use, but maybe I can think of a team sometime in the future. Okay, let's move next. Yeah, I got Erase, of course, our welfare. Oh, and here's a really shocking one. Right after the Fate Requiem event, we had the summer event there. So I just played the event as usual. My god, I missed the QP drops there right away. Yeah, so my Melt Lancer, last year I got her to like NP4. I was just YOLOing, trying to get Bunnytoria then. But I was like, hey, Melt's NP4. Why don't we try to gun for an NP5? So I had like, how much quartz did I have here? I think I had like 60 or so quartz. So I was just single summoning, and I got a gold ring, and Bunnytoria came out. That was pretty good. Because the funny thing was in JP, I actually got Bunnytoria as well during a gold summon, a gold ring. So yeah, that was pretty good, and I've used her quite a bit. Not too much though, but yeah, she's served me pretty well, and I like her card reshuffle. It's a fun gimmick. Okay, and okay, here we go. Now here's the big one. So for Castori's debut during our anniversary, happy anniversary guys, happy late anniversary. Yeah, I went for the GSSR for Yeah, the what year was it? The current year. Yeah, I was trying to get Super Roma, Romus Kyrnus, but I got Lancer card, but it was Lancer mount, so NP5. All good, right? Then my 5-star was Da Vinci Rider here. Again, I was gunning for her like during her debut because in JP she was like really good. I don't know what was up with that. Yeah, weird. Some JP players just put her on their support list. She didn't even have like any bonuses or whatnot, but she still hit really hard, and you know that's why I really wanted Da Vinci. Yeah, I got her too, and she's been doing a lot of QP farming. Yeah, look at that. Just a little bit more and she'll build bond up. And of course, the queen herself, Castoria. You know, this was a really shocking summon too, because I was exhausted, I was off work, I was in a cafe summoning, and I got Castoria in a few tickets. I could barely stifle my scream, but I love it. Got Castoria that easily. I didn't even think of NP2ing her, and I kind of regret not NP2ing her, but at the same time, I'm glad I didn't, and I'll show you why in a bit. So yeah, here's Castoria. Let me know how many quartz you guys or tickets you guys got Castoria. Again, this was before pity, so just let me know, guys. Okay, next. Oh, here's another kicker. So after the cafe ride, I came home. I had like 500, 600 quartz still left over because we got a lot of quartz during the anniversary, and the CCC banner was still up. You know, the Fate Extra banner. So I took a look at it. I got greedy and like, why don't we try for OG Melt? Because I like her. Her remove debuff thing was really annoying when I fought her back then. I was still new back then, but yeah. So I went ahead and rolled in the banner. Rolled 3 times. Rainbow Spark, King Protea. I wish I recorded it. I just did it from like, I did it out of the moment. Wasn't really thinking about, you know, about this banner and what I would get. Because the last time I rolled here, I actually rolled before the anniversary, and I just got like 2 Suzuka Gozens and just turned them into rare prisms because my Suzuka's NP5. But just glad I got all Kaiju out here. Yeah, she's not been seeing much use. Just been using her a lot during the current event. So yeah, there's that. Okay, and remember what I said earlier when I'm glad I didn't throw my quartz away from NP2 Castoria? This is why. The next summer event. Yeah, there we go. It's a little spoiler there. So yeah, who I was not hoping to get is Kiara herself. I mean, I just wanted Elia so I can complete the Prisma Trio. And yeah, I got her, but the funny thing was, I got Kiara first, as you can see from the acquisition list. So I got Kiara first, and it's funny, you know, and because in JP, when the summer camp first debuted, I went ahead and went for it. I got Kiara once, got her twice in YOLO, and got her 3 times. So my Kiara in JP is like NP3. She hits pretty hard, but I just need to scale her up there. But yeah, the important thing is I got Kiara, and she's been really helpful. Really, really helpful. I mean, if you do fight like Avengers again, I can just use like Kiara for team support, use Jinako to block attacks, and yeah, my other Moon Cancers to help. So there you go. And yeah, I was able to get Zerker Bryn too. I know a lot of people wanted Zerker Bryn as well. Just left her in this Ascension because, you know, she's hot. Come on, let's not lie, she's hot. Oh yeah, they don't register Seto Kaiba's voice here, Sigurd's voice here, so okay, that's fine. And yeah, got my Archer Ilya. I find the Prisma Trio is complete. I wish I could have gotten the OG caster Ilya because, you know, she'll get a battery and she's gonna get like what's that? I have an SD caster shirt. I do have the welfare shooting doji, but I kind of prefer to have Ilya too because I kind of wanted her back then. Of course, you have Lancer U. Yeah, I skilled her up pretty well. Oh, I didn't. My bad. It's like I need to skill her up there, but yeah, she's okay. And on the second banner, yep, I got my first Murasaki Rider. Man, that was pretty hard too. She took a while for her to come home, but yeah, at least I was able to get her. And Yeah, she got a buff in GP. I forgot what it did, but yeah, at least I'm happy they gave her some care, so that's good. Oh, here's something funny. Now, overall, I didn't want Abby. Sorry, Abby fans, but it's weird. I was just rolling, then I got her, right? Then I was like, oh man, why did I get Abby? I wanted Summer Tomoe, so I kept on rolling. Then I got a second copy. Now I got MP2. Can't really complain, but yeah, it's welcome into Abby's. Sad to say, not that good. Sorry, guys, but yeah, just happy to have another foreigner here. So my OG Abby as a playmate, and of course I got Summer Tomoe. Let's let it load for a bit. Yeah, gotta love this ascension. Now, the funny thing was I got an NP2 Abby, but I got Tomoe to NP2 as well, so that was really lucky. Yeah, the skip roll too. Made me really happy when I got Tomoe to NP2 because I thought she could loop better. I did get her back then in JP. The thing was, yeah, I didn't really understand how art looping worked back then. But yeah, there we go, NP2. I still try to do what I can to get Tomoe to loop, and it's got middling results, but it's there. At least it works. Okay, now, right after summer event, yes, here's the big one. Bad girl, big girl, Kama herself. Now, this is the funny thing, because the first time the Oku event dropped in NA, I wasn't able to get Kama at all. I got an Artoria spook, but that's it. And a couple of Parvati spooks, Emiya and Carmilla. Oh yeah, Carmilla's spook was really painful, by the way, but I'm glad I got Kama here. Finally got her. She kicks ass. That's all I gotta say. She kicks ass. Just like Da Vinci, like what I said earlier in JP, people put her on their support list. She's not even level 100, but she hits so darn hard. It's really great. So yeah, I'm glad I got my own Kama, got level 100, and if you guys have her, you know how good she is in Grail Front. So yeah, here she is. And I had her kick Doman's ass or Limbo's ass during the during the Heian Kyo event, so that was great. Charmblock rules. Okay, now here's the next event. Guda Guda with Himiko's debut. So yeah, I got Virgil here. Yep, got good old Virgil here. Too bad he's just MP1. I wanted to MP2 him, but again, I decided not to get greedy. So yeah, that was that. Now the funny thing was, I got Himiko in the same role as Virgil, or as Saito. It was great. I was like, whoa, 2 of the new servants in one role? This must be great. Now, if I recall right, I didn't get the 5-star CE for this event, but you know, it was the raids, they dropped all the math currencies and all that, so yeah, it was easy. But yeah, I got Himiko. She's voiced by Yukari Tamura. Heck yeah. And yeah, she's pretty good. If you guys use Himiko, I'd love to hear some tips as well, because you know, zombie team, but I would like to try something different, the zombie team. So there we go. Yeah, I got old Nobukatsu, and yeah, one of my highlights for last year, Jalter herself. Now, I did say earlier that, you know, I failed miserably during the download campaign to try to get Jalter. Failed to get her also in the the Mihoso event, the one with Tristan and what's his name, Salieri as well on the banner. Yeah, failed to get Jalter there, but the surprise pre-Christmas campaign banner where they dropped her and Orion. Okay, that was really out of the blue. Oh, speaking of Orion, forgot to say it earlier, I got Orion earlier, right? Artemis, I mean. Then I got Super Orion, so she was a perfect catalyst to bring her ultra buff boyfriend home. Anyway, let's move on to Jalter. Yeah, so what was fun here was I didn't do multis. I did singles to get her. And what's funny was I was in a restaurant, a pretty old restaurant, and like I almost screamed again when I got Jalter. So playing FGO in public, hold yourself back. Yeah, nonetheless, I was extremely happy. Got her level 100, got her spirit on. Just finally got to use her with Saber Altar. It's great, all good. And I use Jalter a lot. People say, you know, Kagekyo is made better, but come on, man. To each his own. Plus, you know, waifu. Come on, she's the ultimate tsundere. Okay, and the next was the the Battering Cleo. Nothing too special. Just got my first Bath 3 after like, good lord, 5 years. 5 years playing this game. Yeah, and I got her. Oh, and I got what's her face as well. Ibaraki. Yeah, Summer Ibaraki. I failed to get her during the whatchamacallit, the Hawaii event, because yeah, I already had Raiko. She was NP2, and I didn't need Ibaraki, but I was like, yeah, why not? And at least I was able to get her. It was a gold ring too. I thought it would have been Cleo, but I'm happy with Ibaraki here. And my biggest mistake role for Cleo, I just wanted to reunite her with Caesar. Yeah, I just wanted to reunite the two, but alas, I just really remembered I had Kama. And Kama was like way better, sadly. Sorry, Cleo fans. But there we go. Oh, and of course, Yang. Okay, and, you know, this was really funny. This was during the Imaginary Scramble event, obviously. Yeah, this was the pre-release banner too, right? Something like that, I think, if I recall right. I wasn't too far, but anyway. What was funny about this was I brought my phone into work, to my office, because we can do that. I can bring my phone into the office. So I rolled, because I mean, I didn't really want Van Gogh. I tried for Van Gogh or Nemo. No dice, unfortunately. Heck, I even got like the bare minimum of CEs. I think got like just like 4 or 3. I didn't get the 5-star one, so that really sucked. Now, out of spite, I went ahead and rolled on Yang's banner. There's like, oh, a foreigner card. Then, bam, Yang Guifei. I'm like, ooh! Finally got Yang, another 5-star foreigner to keep Abby company. No, personally, I still prefer Hokusai, but Yang's very, very welcome here, my Caldia. Look at my team. Still need to level up her skill. She needs a lot of mirrors. I'll be doing some farming to get her to all 10. But yeah, just glad to have her for the future fights that are coming to NA. And okay, and finally Heian Kyo dropped. Now the Screamer, I don't like Ashia Doman. I absolutely dislike him as Limbo. Now he's great for support, don't get me wrong. And yeah, I just didn't like his character. I mean, all the times he's been like tormenting us in the game. Chimosa in India, Nyuga Kshetra. He's just too much. But anyway, this guy got Tsuna because, you know, he looks like freaking new Narukami. Just kidding. Yeah, K-pop Saber, people call him that. But yeah, he's voiced by Kenji Kamane, Koji Kabuto from Mazinger. Yeah, and Kadok, yeah, Kadok Zemplus. And my lord, this guy was a pain to fight. Well, because of his NP, like, damage cuts all the time. I wish he'd do the same with us, but alas, it's asking too much. But it's fine. Chishuan put him in the ground, so it's not that bad. And okay, here's a big highlight too. Gramps himself. Now, it's funny, you know, because for Gramps I was expecting to absolutely fail. I have a video on him, shameless plug. Go ahead and watch it. Okay, this was quite a doozy because I was taking a look at the news. Apparently the Korean server got like a surprise banner just Thanksgiving. I was confident the Thanksgiving wouldn't be a thing in NA, wouldn't come to NA. Alas, it did. It had like a couple of servants I wanted, but this guy was the biggest prize. Yeah, after failing for his banner for like 3 times, yeah. His debut, when was it? For Babylonia. And oh yeah, the Dahul campaign, yeah. So Gramps had like 3 banners all in all. Failed all frigging 3 of them. Now, when this banner came, I was not prepared. I was ready to be extremely salty and, you know, to throw my phone out the window because the great founder shunned me yet again. But to my surprise, I got 2 copies of Gramps. So MP2 made me really happy. But the stinger was, there was a 3rd assassin card, but it was freaking Steno. Steno brings luck. So let's not try to bash her too much. So yeah, I got Gramps here. I am very happy with him. Just like Kama, I'm gonna get this guy at level 100 when I get enough Grails, but I'll get my Tamamo at level 120 first. So yeah, here's my first Hassan. Better late than never, Gramps. Welcome to the team. And you know what's funny too, just to share this with you guys, but I paired him up with my Hassans with Serenity, Cursed-Arm, and what's it, 100 Personas, yeah. It's funny, when we're doing farming sessions and I just use all 3 Hassans, no support, yeah, see what you want. But the other 2 Hassans, specifically Cursed-Arm and Serenity, I was like, put in extra effort whenever the Great Founders are. Meaning, for some reason, I always get their cards, Gramps barely gets to attack, and like, the Hassans are always like attacking before him. It's weird, right? Obviously, it's just RNG, but think of it a little fun. Like, the Hassans, their Great Founder finally arrived at Chaldea. They can finally show how much they've been doing for the past years, right? So, little flavor there. Oh, here's another kicker. Good old Nessan, Snack Nessan, Ibuki Doji herself. Not gonna lie, her fight kicked my ass 3 times because I beat her in the 3rd try. I think it's a super ride. God bless that guy. Yeah, but Ibuki she was a pain in the fight, man. I did not enjoy that fight. But, you know, I just forgot to slap in the invincibility CEs, and I definitely got bodied. But once I slapped it on, beat old Ness on here, she didn't even look phased through the whole fight, man. I mean, ugh. And she was actually the last servant I'd expect to summon, because frankly, I didn't want her. I thought she's pretty badass, but, you know, I didn't really get her tester in JP, so there's that. Yeah, then what happened right after I summoned Gramps, I got greedy, went to Ibuki's banner, wanted to go for Medea Lily, yeah, because I don't have Medea Lily until this day. So yeah, I tried to roll there, I got a rainbow, bam, Ibuki. And you know what's even funnier about Ibuki Doji? She's voiced by freaking Aoyuki, man, come on. Okita, Majin Okita, Madako Kaname, Lucy, yeah. Aoyuki's got a really great voice range. I love her. And yeah, despite, you know, Ibuki here being a gorilla, her deck's a gorilla deck, she's great. I enjoy using her. I really enjoy using her. And spoiler alert, I'll be saying something, Ibuki's good luck because another servant came to my Chaldea. Now let's continue. Okay, this is a bit painful. Valkyrie. So, after Gramps and Ibuki, I still quite a lot of quartz left over, and I was like, I got greedy. I saw Murasaki, cast her again, and you know, when I mentioned at the start of the video, I was gunning for her and got Kintoki instead. Different set of chests, and I rolled on the Ibuki banner, the Murasaki banner, hoping to get her, but I got Valkyrie's book instead. Spent like 400 quartz to try to get her, but just got a whole bunch of C's in my first Valkyrie. But it's okay. Yeah, look at that. 3 voice actresses and you can change her. So, do excuse me if I'm like new to her. I mean, everybody's probably got a Valkyrie's book in my account works like really differently. So, yeah, Valkyrie. Oh, actually with this banner too, I also got like a Lancelot's book, so Zerker Lancelot's book, so he's NP2. And what else did I get? I know I got like, I think it's where I got my Estrella. I really thought it was Jeanne d'Arc too. That's where my 3rd Estrella came from. Okay, let's move forward. And we have Santa Carna, of course. And finally, we're reaching the end of the video. This guy's really funny. In the video, so for my GSSR, yeah, the servant I really didn't want, Domon. Now again, sorry Domon fans, but I just don't like him. But after actually using him in combat, he's actually a pretty decent farmer. I mean, his NP like has a higher chance of death than Gramps himself, and that's really funny. Anyway, yeah, I just use him as Chen Gong's new arrow, and man, these buffs are absolutely stacked. I mean, I enjoy using for the heck of it, but other than that, I just enjoy blowing him up, and I enjoy him blowing up enemies. And then again, his instant death proc is pretty darn high, to 20%, I think, if I read it online properly. So yeah, weird though. You have to actually go through his you have to go through an interlude to get it. But then again, I think it was said in like the summoning battle when you try to go for Domon, it's like sealed or something. But I wasn't really thinking it was an interlude. So, and you know what's interesting too? He's voiced by Toshiyuki Morikawa, or Dante from Devil May Cry in Japanese, and Leon Kennedy. So, good old Toshiyuki Morikawa's got a great voice range to him. I really gotta listen to his voice more. But I can hear a bit of Dante here when he talks, so it's not too bad. And of course, since I got Ibuki Doji, good old Grandpa came home, Senji Muramasa. Now, oh wait, let's change this sentence really quick. So yeah, when he first debuted in Shimosa, I was like, whoa, Shiro, what are you doing here? And then boom, he was actually Senji Muramasa, the swordsmith. Now, I had absolutely no hope of getting him. I saw a lot of people have a hard time getting old Senji here. But yeah, I'm just glad to have him aboard. It's fun using him. He can unleash his NP multiple times, and he hits pretty hard. I wanted to NP2 him, but I'll get into that story in a bit. But yeah, here's Shiro. He can finally take a look at the Kusanagi from Ibuki Doji, and I love his voice line with Ibuki, so that was pretty good. And yeah, it's still Noriaki Tsukiyama. Man, I miss this guy. So he was Bruno Bucciarati in the old JoJo game, so I throw that out there. Okay, and moving forward, next one was, yeah, my first Cersei. Now, I did say earlier that last year I was gunning for Cersei during the Odysseus banner, but didn't get her at all. Said the whole boatload of friggin' Columbus, not even a co-caster in sight. It was sad. Anyway, Cersei here, yeah, just got her. I'm enjoying her. Yeah, Himika Akane, yeah, she's a good actress, right? Like how she portrayed Cersei, so. Yeah, so he's got her. Banner, what did I get you on again? Hang on a bit. Yeah, sorry, my brain just froze up there. Okay, yeah, I remember Spacious Star. Yeah, I was thinking of the what's that? The New Year's banner. Sorry about that. So yeah, I went for Spacious Star. Had like 400 something quartz. Rolled for her. Got Jack, but I got my first Cersei, my NP2 Atlanta Altar, and an Altera Spook. So, can you imagine if I rolled Muramasa and got Altera? That would have sucked. Speaking of Altera, just to share a little something with Muramasa in JP, when I rolled him, tried to roll for him during his debut in JP, I actually got a Saber Spook, but I was like skipping because I was like so salty. I got like absolutely nothing with Muramasa, and I got Altera Spook. I was pretty happy to get her, because later this year we'll have like an idol the idol event with Waltz and the FGO Waltz collab, and yeah, at least Altera's gonna get a Spirit Undress, so that makes me happy. Be able to use her more. Okay, and finally, my latest spook was Vrithra. Now, what's funny was I didn't want her at all, but I actually rolled for Ilya yesterday, Caster Ilya, but I got a Vrithra spook. And yeah, it was shocking. I was so shocked I couldn't even screenshot it. But yeah, just got all Ness on here. Not too familiar with her voice actress, Mariko Asahina, but yeah, still happy to have Vrithra. I never got her in JP, never really got to testing her, but I'm just glad to have her aboard. Okay, so there you go, guys. That was my 2020 FGO 2020 here. I'd like to hear some comments from you guys. Let me know what you guys think of this. Let me know what were your highlights for last year and what were your highlights for this year. If you guys got more Amasa or any of the servants that you were gunning for. And yeah, here's to a good year, guys. That said, Salty Weeb here. I'm out. Peace.